Good morning, everybody. Happy sunshine. Did you all sleep well? I'm doing good. Um, I worked until midnight last night. Well, 12:30. Finally got to sleep around 2:30 ish. Woke up at 5. Haven't been able to go back to sleep. So I almost said haven't been able to been back to sleep. So that's fun. It's week 9. We have one game in the books. The Jets and Jets and Texans. My brain is scrambled. One game in the books. We've got some more today. I'm here for all your starts and sits questions, and let's see that chat lighting up. Two teams on bye this week. I believe it's the Steelers and the 49ers. So we don't have George Pickens or Brock Purdy to kick around this week. And news of this morning. Let's see. Zach Moss for the Bengals is out against the Raiders. Let me just go through. I can go through the outs. Game by game for the morning slate. For the Cowboys, Michael Parsons in IDP is out. That's about it there. But Deron Bland is out too, so that should help the Falcons. For the Broncos at the Ravens, nobody of note. Dolphins and Bills, River Craycraft, so make sure he's not in your lineup. For the Saints, Kendre Miller, Jamal Williams, Bub Means. And then on the defensive side of the ball, Marshawn Lattimore and Kool-Aid McKinstry. So, go Panthers, I guess. For the Raiders, Andre James is out. Zamir White is questionable. But Andre James is the captain of that offensive line, so as bad as they were going to do already, now they have less continuity. That's not ideal. For the Bengals, Zach Moss is out. Chargers, Browns, Brendan Rice is out. Commanders, Giants, kicker Greg Joseph. For Patriots, Titans, a lot of people on the Patriots. Questionable, nobody's out. Tyjae Spears is out. And I guess, okay. And then for the late games, stay tuned to whatever news source you choose. God damn it, Murdoch. Stop it. My dog waits for me to get on the stream, be recording live, and then he decides to chew on his loud chew toy and loudly lick himself. Otherwise, he sleeps. But if I'm here talking, he's going to make loud mouth noises. Also, have you ever had hot dog cereal? Me neither, but I know what it would smell like because that's what my dog's farts smell like. Anyway, now's the time that I'm scheduled to go live. I had a little bit of a preamble, so you're welcome. For those of you who are going to go ahead and watch this after, did you a little favor there. I gave you a little bonus coverage of Breakfast with bigz. And so I'm all fired up. I'm with you for the next half hour. Starts and sits questions. If you have like trade stuff, you can throw that in there. It's not really what I'm here for, but you know, I don't hate it. And I got my matchups chart. I got my fantasy points allowed per team, per position. I've got my wide receiver slots points per game and outside wide points per game chart. I even have a little start and sit tool. If you have two guys, you can't decide between two guys. I can tell you about the matchups. So it's all data driven, unhinged bullshit. That's what I'm bringing to you every week. So yeah, fire it up, people. Oh, there we go. We got somebody in here. Somebody's got a question. How you doing? You missed the intro. I was just on for 6 minutes, just kind of rambling about hot dog cereal farts. My dog, not me. If it was me, it would be a problem. I would go to the doctor for that. Maybe everybody's just still asleep. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. It could happen. Tweeting out right now. I'm live now for your week 9. I should put an exclamation point on that, shouldn't I? Sorry to bring you dismay, but no cocktail this week. Just coffee. Just coffee. In my Zlatan Ibrahimovic cup. It's actually has nothing to do with Zlatan, except for I got it when we went and saw him play soccer. All right. So I just tweeted out that I'm live for your week 9 thing, and so I'm waiting for the chat to fire up.
What's up?
I got Amber in the building.
I decided to jump on. Oh, hold on. Let me fix my camera. I decided to jump on with you today.
Yeah. Greinberg bailed out on me, so thank you for coming in.
My pleasure. I was running. I was like, I'm late.
No, you're not late. I was way early. I started at like 7:55. I got off work. I got off work at like 12:30 last night.
Yeah.
And made it to sleep somewhere between 2:30 and 3, and woke up at 5 and couldn't go back to sleep.
Okay, well here we are.
Here we are. So I got my coffee, and I like it iced. You know that.
Yeah.
We shared a residence for a few days.
We did. Iced coffee is delightful. So where I'm trying to think of what are some big issues this week for players. I'm trying to think. Is Chuba Hubbard? How do you feel about Chuba Hubbard this week?
I feel just fine about him. His matchup isn't totally ideal.
Yeah.
But actually, it's actually rather good now that I look at it. It looks like it is one of the best. Oh wait, no, that's sorry. I was looking at the Saints guys. No, it's very good. Hubbard and Leggett are definite plays this week. The big one for me right now with Zach Moss being out is Chase Brown.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. I know. I don't think I own any Chase Brown, so it's really sad because I was like, I got a lot of Moss. A lot of Moss.
I like that we're wearing our breakfast choices on our heads. I like to eat bacon. You like to eat
bears. Yeah, I do. I did see a video the other day of a bear being barbecued, and it was interesting. Very interesting to say the least. I was like, okay.
Would now be an appropriate time to say, no, thank you.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, do we do this? This is what we do.
So I think that's My grandma told me that's more polite than saying "f off." I'm not eating your crap.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay.
So as far as big matchups, the Panthers guys are a big matchup, and so are the Saints guys. So that could turn into a shootout real easily. Saints running backs, Kamara specifically, and oh God, who's the fourth running back in New Orleans? I forget.
I know. Like depth chart.
Because Jamal Williams and Kendra Miller are out. Anyway, the Saints have the best running back matchup, followed by Carolina. So I think both of those offenses are going to have their way. If that's the case, I'm calling it New Orleans just because I'm a Derek Carr stan. But other than that, I think they have the superior weapons.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Carr back in there with Olave healthy. So Jordan Mims is the
there it is. Okay.
Yeah, Jordan Mims. And then so Olave obviously is back. So I mean, is Mason Tipton, I mean, he's still, I feel like, going to receive some, not necessarily first reads, but I really feel like that he's going to be useful for them. I mean, do you see him? I mean, he's a low end, like wide receiver 4 this week, probably, if even at all.
I mean, he's flexible. They're just so decimated that it's hard to get a read on who actually has talent.
Right.
Because we know that it's Olave and Kamara. It's a great matchup. It could turn into a shootout. Kool-Aid McKinstry and Marshawn Lattimore are out too for the Panthers. So it's not wildly out of the question for the Panthers to jump out to a lead and make the Saints start chasing. So, I mean, if that's the case, then it's all hands on deck. So Vegas has this fairly low. Basically, the Panthers they're projected to score 18.5. It's a 7-point spread, but I could see this blowing the over.
Yeah. I think so. What's the spread on it? Sorry, I was trying to get people in the chat.
7 points. So I mean, I wouldn't have any problem if you wanted to throw money on Carolina, and I also would absolutely put money on the over.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting week. I think we've got a couple matchups that were, like for instance that Bucks Chiefs game. And granted, that's tomorrow, but there's. I think it's going to be kind of a nasty game.
Yeah, that one's going to be pretty big time too.
Yeah.
The Chiefs are going to be able to throw the ball all over the yard, and the Buccaneers have surpassed Jacksonville in points allowed to quarterbacks. So,
really?
Yeah. So I have Minshew. Oh, Jesus, I have Mahomes as my quarterback start of the week.
Yeah, I definitely think that's a great option as well. And then, all right, so how are you feeling about this Dolphins-Bills matchup? We've got everybody is healthy, right? So we've got Mostert, Achane, we've got Hill, Waddle, Tua. Everybody's healthy on the Dolphins, right?
Yep. As far as I know.
Okay.
Maybe if you had been here on time, you would have heard me go. No, I'm kidding. I didn't.
I was actually, what I was going to do? I was going to do get ready with me and bigz while I was doing my hair, but I was like, no, let me just show up ready. It's fine.
River Craycraft is out. So, yeah.
Okay.
So make sure that he's on your bench.
Okay. And then let's see. I'm not feeling great about, let's go back. Hold on. Texans Jets. God, that game was ugly. Oh God. So I'm just looking at the games of the games game times, and I'm just seeing that score. God, that game was ugly. Anyway, so we're moving on to, let's talk about the Commanders Giants situation. Who are you starting on the Giants if you have to? I mean, we're not struggling. I don't think people are struggling that bad that we have to start too many Giants players. Obviously, you've been sitting Singletary if you have him, right?
Yes. Yeah. And Tyrone Tracy's a smash. And hey, Corey, what is this? This is Queen's Ransom Sunday edition. Because apparently Amber has the show sheet and didn't share it with me.
I just jumped on. I was like, "Hey!"
And I am frizzled, and I'm actually focused right now on my 8-leg anytime touchdown parlays, and my dog just being a menace. Let's see.
Who's in that parlay?
All right, so I'm almost done. I got one more to go.
My friend asked for some advice today because she, she's like, if you know anybody that knows any great parlays today. I'm not a big parlay person, people. I try and I just get defeated. So I'm like, I'm going to stick with basketball and fantasy, and that's about it.
I'm going to go Kyle Pitts. All right, so I've got Kamara,
okay,
Mark, Saquon, Jamar Chase, David Montgomery, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, Tyreek Hill, and Kyle Pitts.
Jefferson, CD, Pitts.
Pardon me for a second.
Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, I'm missing one. So when we come back, yes, these eggs are all scrambled. It's very confusing that I'm here, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go hang out with bigz for breakfast. All right, so I have, you said Kamara, Saquon, Chase, Monty. Did you hear me? Oh.
All right.
So Kamara, Saquon, Chase, Monty, Jefferson, CD, Pitts. Who am I missing?
Tyreek.
Okay. All right. Perfect. That sounds actually, yeah. Everybody in those matchups, it's actually a great week for them all.
I'm going to vent real quick about my dog. I'm so mad. He waits. He does nothing. He just sleeps, and then he waits until I start streaming, and then I'm live. Can't do anything about it. And he just chewed up our little sensor for our thermostat. Like, it sits in the room and detects the temperature in here, and he just somehow got it, and he's just chewing on it, licking himself loudly, smelling like hot dog cereal.
Hot dog cereal.
That's what his farts smell like. Hot dog, seriously, if you smelled his farts, you'd be like, that smells like if I opened up a bag of Post hot dog flavored cereal.
Okay, I believe that.
All right. Mooney or Leggett? I will always lean Mooney. Let's dig deeper into this.
Well, because how much of the game is it going to be Coker? How much is going to be Leggett? And how much can we trust Bryce Young? And I think
we can't trust, expect, or project anything, but we also can't deny that Leggett has a fantastic matchup with the Saints, two of their best corners out of the game in a shootout matchup. And then we have the Falcons going up against Dallas, and Atlanta has the second highest projected point total from Vegas.
I think I prefer Mooney in this situation.
Just because we know he's like a known quantity.
Right, exactly.
Dallas allows basically 18 points per game to wide receivers, and New Orleans is in the 20 range. So, yeah, and Dallas could turn into a shootout too.
Yeah, I'm hoping so for Dak's sake. I need all those throwing points.
and CD's sake too, because I'm about to put money on him.
In 16 leagues, I have no CD, and without the music, I don't know what I'm doing. It'd be nice to have him. It'd be nice to have him in one.
CD players. I have one.
I know what those are. They're from the olden days.
I actually have a record player that has cassette deck and CD player and turntable, but it also has Bluetooth, so I play Spotify through it.
Yes, exactly. It's funny because I own a lot of records and I need to get a new record player for sure. All right, Corey's got another question for us. Do you mind if I pull it up?
I want to do it.
You do it. You do it. It's your job. I'm sorry. I'm bad at this. I'm being
one running back. You can read it. I'll let you read it.
Yay. I like to read. One running back. Jacob Stevenson, Brian Robinson.
I don't like Jacobs.
Yeah.
I'm going Robinson because I have to live by what I said in our starts and sits show, and I said sit all Patriots. So I'm going B Rob.
Yeah, sit all Patriots except for the defense, because I feel like you could play the Patriots or the Titans defense this week and kind of be okay if that's all you can find to stream. You know, I feel like they're up there. Yeah, so Pop Douglas is a sit for you, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, now he's trying to chew on a Sharpie. What are you doing?
He needs attention, Dad.
Stop. I know, but all right. So of these three, I can take a discount on one of these guys to not score. Jamar Chase, David Montgomery, or CD. Who is least likely to score a touchdown?
Jamar Chase, CD, or who?
Or David Montgomery.
Montgomery. Ooh.
I'm going to say Chase.
Same. Well, but with Higgins out, I mean, it might be a Gesicki score and then a Chase Brown score. Yeah, I would say Chase out of those three, though.
Oh, apparently it's not eligible for those stats. So remove token.
Never mind.
Carry on. In the words of the immortal Tim Gunn. Carry on. That's a Project Runway reference, folks. You came here for the business. That was one of my favorite shows of all time. The Heidi Klum era was phenomenal.
It was better, right? That's it.
Now pick the flex. Haha. Jacob Stevenson, Njoku, or Otten Njoku. I think Njoku and Otten are a toss-up. But I don't play tight ends in flex, and in my home league, Njoku's in my flex. I put my money where my mouth is, folks.
Yeah.
I don't just give you like bullshit advice. If I have an answer for you, I'm doing the same damn thing. Don't look at my fantasy records. But I'm doing the same damn thing. Oh, sorry. Bull crap.
Yeah. Njoku. I'm going to go Njoku as well. Obviously, we don't want to start Stevenson.
Tyler told us to clean it up, so.
Yeah. I don't like Otten this week either. I mean, it's a toss-up, but if you got Njoku, that's where I'm going.
I do like Otten this week. But I'm going Njoku. All right, Kyle in the building.
Yo.
From the tweet machine. 7-1, 10-team full PPR. Should I flex Monty or Pittman with Flacco? Flex Monty.
Yeah.
Monty's got that touchdown floor, baby.
Absolutely. Yeah, feelings about Pittman right now. People keep trying to trade me Pittman, and I just don't feel good about it.
I would. I feel like his value is so suppressed right now, and
yeah,
it's even nicer with Flacco in there. So I don't have a problem acquiring him.
It's for the right price, though. People keep trying to sell him to me for like McBride, McLaurin, DK, and I'm like, listen,
what?
It's Pittman and Addison or Pittman and somebody, you know what I mean? And it's like, I'm sorry, that's just not. I'm this 2-for-1 deal where you're getting my star receiver or tight end. No, no, thank you.
He's got a pretty rough playoff matchups too. Denver and Tennessee in week 15, 16.
That's what I was looking at.
And a bye week in week 14. So to kick off the playoffs, he's not even playing. And then week 15 and 16, he's got two horrible matchups. But if you can make it to the championship week without him, They're playing the Giants. So, but we also don't know who the quarterback's going to be. So that's fun.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So Kyle, flex Monty. And you know what? This is a weird week, and I think it might have to do with like the spate of injuries across the league over the course of the season. But I traditionally only play wide receivers in my flex. I will always choose a wide receiver over a running back. I will always choose a running back or a wide receiver over a tight end. And this week, I'm advising a running back over a wide receiver, and I'm playing a tight end in the flex in my own league. So thanks, NFL.
Yeah.
Soft tissue injuries
Everywhere. I know. And it's just really sad to watch. I've been doing a lot of more research on that, and then turf as well. Cause it's like all the, non-contact injuries too, where it's like, that's just happening. Like you're just stepping and you're like, you're out of there.
Wouldn't it be great if there was a place where they had a show where they talked about the injuries every week with an actual certified physical therapist? Well, you have that right here every Saturday, the Fantasy Forecast Injury Show with our guy from the Undroppables, Marcus Gailey, who's a licensed physical therapist, and he comes on with Greinberg and Schultze and I, and we talk about injuries, and he gives his prognoses. That's Latin. And you can only find that on Fantasy Sports Advice Network. So go to fantasysportsadvicenetwork.com and go ahead and create your membership, and you can see that every week. It'll help you build a champion.
It really will.
We have breaking news. Puka Nacua will play Sunday. That's today.
And Brian Robinson is out.
What?
Yeah.
Son of a
biscuit.
Tyler!
Son of a breakfast biscuit.
Let me curse.
Beep. I have the sound beep.
That's what we need. We need to
that's so sad.
Sound effects boards.
So Eckler to the moon.
No.
Okay. So question: with that news, how do you feel about Noah Brown now? Because I have a dilemma it's in a friends league, guys. Oh, actually, we've got some questions.
Am I too distracted? Okay.
Yes, you are. Yeah.
This coffee's hitting. Okay. Kyle Singer asks or says, full PPR, Love or Cousins?
I'm struggling to play Love this week. I should have over Stroud. That was my fault, but I really do like Cousins, the potential air yards this week and high scoring game.
I feel like Love has a better matchup.
With that divisional game against, going against the Lions, and you can tell he's just kind of banged up.
Yeah, go Cousins. Dubs or McMillan. McMillan's my flag plant, but Dubs has been on fire recently. Bengals or Chargers defenses. I'm going. Wait, who are the Chargers playing again?
Chargers are playing the Browns.
The Browns.
But I really do like the Bengals this week against the Raiders.
I would go Bengals defense.
Yeah.
I was on a British betting show, and I had to pick a favorite, an underdog, an over, and an under. And the Raiders were my underdog. They're 7-point dogs on the road in Cincinnati, who hasn't won a game at home. Not picking the Raiders to win, but keeping it within 7.
Okay. I think we might be surprised today.
Okay, Brian Robinson is out. I'm trying to adjust my lineups accordingly. So Jacobs over Stevenson. Yeah, but good Lord, Jacobs has a rough go this week.
They both do. Titans are pretty good at stopping the run.
You know what you could do? You could package those two in a trade, Corey, and try and have
depending on what league it's in. If it's in our dynasty league, it's not happening. But
push through real quick. Dre240 asks, Ingram or Hawkinson? I'm giving Hawkinson if I have him and I don't have any better options, like if I've been streaming while I'm waiting for him, I'm going Hawkinson. If I have Ingram, I'm going Ingram.
Yeah, I want to give Hawkinson a week to acclimate, get back in. I think that they're going to take their time as well. So I'm going to have to give that a push. But if you got Ingram, I'm starting him for sure. With Kirk out as well.
Thanks for the like, Kyle Singer. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for the show.
Hopefully you're subscribed, and hopefully you're a pro member. All right. Corey, my number is not that high. Do you want me to just move in with you and just sit me on your computer and I'll just do all your lineups for you?
Have you watched Spilled Coffee? Because Brian says the exact same thing. He's like, we just set his lineups for him. Does he even play fantasy football?
He's got too much time fending off tigers. Or he doesn't have enough time, is what I meant. Eckler or Dowdle? I trust Dowdle more.
I'm going to ask you a real quick question. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good. Here, let's read that first.
No,
okay. All right. So I'm desperate in my friends league. I'm 2 year champ. So right now I've got Coker, Franklin, Leggett, Noah Brown, Darius Slayton. So I have Coker in lineup right now. I've got Pittman, Frank. I'm a mess. Do I start Noah Brown over Coker or over Franklin?
No, Coker.
No, so I have Coker, and then what about Noah Brown? He's on my bench. I have Troy Franklin in because last week I was hurting really bad. I think Noah Brown with Brian Robinson out. You feel like there's a little bit.
I think there's some upside there, but I don't know how much I trust it.
Yeah, so Troy Franklin going up against the Ravens.
Yeah, I hate that matchup too. You are a mess.
Oh, it's really bad. I didn't know I was this bad. So I had Nico Collins go out. I had Rashee Rice as well. I was decimated. So and then CJ Stroud got 11 points. So I'm doing great. That's okay.
And you have a whole nother show. So
yeah, I should probably get going, huh?
You got a couple minutes. Let me finish this up real quick. Actually made a trade and I'm sending Monty for Nico, but the trade doesn't go through until next week. Did I make a bad decision? No. You're sending Monty, you're getting Nico. You're sending a running back partner in a two-headed monster for a wide receiver one. That's not a bad deal at all. All right, and I've tried to trade so many times that people would rather have one starting running back on the roster than have to make a decision on a trade. It's true.
It's true.
Trading's hard. Fantasy football is hard.
It is.
Life is hard. All right, that's gonna do it for me. I got to get these folks out of here to their show. Go ahead and make sure that you make the transition. Come
join me on Spilled Coffee.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't spill your coffee. Just watch it.
Thanks for letting me jump in, Biggs. Appreciate you.
Thanks for being here, and I'll see you next Wednesday.
All right.
Thanks, guys. I hope you all win.
Hold on.
We are here. FantasySportsAdvice.com, offering the best fantasy sports social media platform. Why join endless Discord communities or the trolls of Reddit? Fantasy Sports Advice is a community designed to help you win with 24/7 support. Go to FantasySportsAdvice.com and become a pro member for unlimited access. Again, go to FantasySportsAdvice.com today.